Good morning. Welcome back to Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Today is day 6 of helping a business, helping hands. Let me just catch my breath. It is about 9:30 in the morning, and I decided to walk today because I don't have transportation. My mother is going to an appointment, and therefore I do not have the car today. So I'm going to see how long it'll take me to get from my home to Helping Hands on foot. Whew. So far, I'm halfway there. Well, at least it seems that way. If you're new to the channel, you can go back to my older videos and see that I took the same route on my Haters music video. I took the same route on Miss Slime Dime's ride vlog. And I took the same route on Walk a Mile in My Shoes. So now I'm challenging myself to not only walk to my location, now I'm going to talk. Why my feet? Because I want you to experience what it feels like to walk a mile in my shoes. Like I said before, I have my black skinny jeans on and my black button up with my name tag to ensure professionalism. I call it my uniform. Yes, the boots are a little rickety, but you know, most people don't have shoes. Whew. But these are my versatile boots. As you can see, I have my umbrella inside my right foot. So, as I wait for the garbage truck to pass, give me a little breather. Just a little breather. These boots, you know, if they get wet, it's not going to be a problem. They're my old boots. So, but they hold many secrets, like my umbrella or my phone. Sometimes you got to improvise. I also have a bottle of water. And yes, my nails are not done because I'm going to be doing a lot of organizing and cleaning. And I don't want my nails to get in the way. So if I break a nail or whatever, it wouldn't matter. That's coming soon. Dime a Dozen Nails is going to be rebranded because unfortunately the Rarity Nails company, something's going on with the websites. And if you look on my channel, you can see that I've done a marketing campaign for Rarity Nails under the business name Dime a Dozen Nails. So I decided not only to rebrand Dime a Dozen Nails as one of my businesses, I've decided to take Shimmering Success Jewelry when I was a paparazzi agent, sales agent. I decided to use that Shimmering Success Jewelry and take back the business name that I used during that time. Has a ring to it, right? Shimmering Success Jewelry. Dime a Dozen Nails. So I'm separating those two entities, nails and jewelry, which is going to be handcrafted, and me and my mother are going to go into business together, selling handmade jewelry from the South. Hello. Have a good one. So, that is the plan. I've never actually owned a physical business, one that you can go into. But this is why I'm gaining those experiences through helping other businesses with my business analytical skills, marketing skills, suggestive selling skills, organizing and cleaning, whatever it takes. I need to gain that experience and that insight with other companies so that I can build the confidence whenever I decide to open up my first business. I want to start small and then eventually work my way up to owning a salon. So, that is the plan. That is the goal. Walk a mile in my shoes. Heart racing. I got nothing to lose. Everything I say in my raps, Line Life, which is where Walk a Mile in My Shoes is derived from. It comes from the heart. It comes from the soul. It comes from my experiences within my life. People think I'll never make it in this life. You have doubters, you have haters, but you gotta understand that in order for you to get somewhere in life, you have to do these things. You have to push forward in your goals and your dreams. So this is why I'm doing this. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, literally stepping out of my comfort zone and surrounding myself with like-minded individuals who are willing to invest in my success. Not monetarily, but I can gain knowledge. I can gain insight, like I said before. Day 6. The owner of Helping Hands wanted me to come again. And I told her, I'm not sure due to not having transportation. But then I gave it a thought. I've done Walk a Mile in My Shoes. I can make it to the destination as quickly as I can because I'm familiar with it. I built up the stamina. I built up the drive to do so. So I'm not going to let it stop. Car or no car. I chose not to bring my bike because I want it to be light foot, just in case it rains. If you are familiar with my channel, you will go back and see, do you have a support system? You'll see that I got stuck in the rain and I'm passing the area where I filmed, which is no longer open to the public for some reason. It is my old elementary school in which I created the cleanup crew. Like I said, I was born to help. I was born to do these things outside of my comfort zone and building that confidence. I was born to learn. to experience these things, to overcome all the obstacles that are in my path. It's okay, because the day that I was walking to Helping Hands, I met an extraordinary lady who is the CEO of Women Who Care, who gifted me with a couple of items that helped me along my path. I'm very excited to build these connections with like-minded individuals as myself. The lady from Helping Hands, she has a gift of caring, of helping people when they are in need. She goes above and beyond to people from all walks of life. The other lady is from CEO from Women Who Cares. Funny story. When I was walking there to Helping Hands, and I had to cross that path on foot, the sign stood out to me: Women Who Care. And I was like, I'm a woman who cares. That was just in my deep thoughts. I didn't show the sign because I wanted to feel my feet, hence walk a mile in my shoes. I wanted you to see the journey. But it really spoke to me in a way. It's empowering women, helping them succeed in life, educating women. When, in fact, it's hard to find someone who's going to be willing to help you in your needs, without wanting something to potentially gain from it, right? So, when I was helping the CEO, the owner of Helping Hands, she had some business errands to run. And she introduced me to the CEO of Women Who Care. And I sat with her and talked. And we had like-minded goals. She said that I reminded her of her younger self. And before she could say that, I was going to say, you remind me of the future me. So, her mission is to help other women strive for success, whether it's educating, whether it's, finding jobs and building that momentum, motivating women who have been through so much in their life that they feel that they've given up hope. Her mission inspires me, because before, if you're familiar with Why I Want to Get Thick Part 2, I was explaining my mission statement, why I was doing what I was doing, connecting all the dots, motivating people, dream of success, which is another channel that is under construction, but there will be more content coming to that as well. So not only have you seen me as an artist, not only have you seen me as a beat maker, as a gamer, you've kind of got a touch on my entrepreneurial life and how I see things in business through the gaming and through the beat making and through all of that. But now there's a channel for that, for my experiences, for the things that I've done in my life that led me to where I am now. Still climbing the ladder of success. It takes patience and resilience to think outside the box, right? So this is what I do. I want to motivate and inspire others to walk in my shoes, to see the elevation. Yes, I started off walking in Converses, My favorite shoes, by the way, Chuck Taylors. All the places that I've walked mean something to me. As I approach my next location, where I did open mic night on my first stage performance, my first crowd applause. When at first I did open mic night at a local bar, it was just a few people, and I was the host for that. And I shocked people when I've been come from the business side to the rapper side. They're like, well, how can you be both? You gotta understand, without Miss Lime Dime, there would be no channels, because Miss Lime Dime is the main channel. I didn't want to confuse people with what I do, so I tried to separate all of the goals, all of the things that I do, into individual brands. Lime Life Beats, Miss Dragon Gaming, etc. Dream of Success. That is what I wanted to do. And that is the place where I did open mic night with crowd applause, and they understood my goals and things of that nature. I'm going to take a different route, because where I'm going, it's kind of a shortcut. As you can see, if you are familiar with Walk a Mile in My Shoes blog shorts version on YouTube Shorts, you have seen these locations. You have seen most of these locations. Each one of these locations mean a lot to me, because I experienced stepping out of my comfort zone, whether it was working out in front of the camera, trying to build glutes or whatever, Bubble Booty Band Challenge, to be stronger, not only in the body, but in the mind. That is what I do. Hence, the location. That is the location. Where I worked out. Not to lose, but to gain. To gain pounds that I lack. Let's see. It's a little risky. Let's go the other way. If you're familiar with my gaming channel, you know that I do a lot of things because I'm a tomboy. I play a lot of games that guys play. Hence, we got a dump truck right there, right? And we have construction site equipment, right? That's coming soon. All of that's coming soon. Grinding Gears, or the Galactic Grinding Gears, is coming to the gaming channel. I'm interested in building from the foundation up. Whatever it takes in order to achieve those goals. That's what I'm willing to do. Then eventually, I'll have my own spot, my own building, and I get to experience being an owner in the future, one of these days. So just take some time to relax. as we walk to this bush.
Not really though. The cats and dogs, they go get some too. Bye.
So, story about that place, fitness place. Every Saturday, it was an open gym, free gym for anybody who is not a member, right? But unfortunately, I was told I cannot work out there. That will be my last day, and it's all documented on my channel. Once you get into something and you have this system, sometimes the foundation crumbles, because my goal was to get thicker, to build the curves that I wanted. But it never stops, because although I can't use their facility to get the gains that I need, I will, and I repeat, recreate the Boba Booty Band Challenge in different locations that does not require a gym. I just wanted to be on trend, you know. Everybody works out in the gym. No, I never liked working out in the gym. I feel like I'm being watched. I'm self-conscious. Everything. So that is why I said step out of my comfort zone. Because unfortunately, I just work out at home with a resistance band. Hence, the Boba Booty Band Challenge. Right? So, as I cross this railroad, this is the journey for me. Now that I have a nice path, a new path to walk, things will get better. In which I know they will. Because once I start riding my bike, it's even more locations when it's not raining all the time. Then you will see how determined I am to achieve my goals. You will see the evolution, the elevation, right? So, now, I'm on path. I'm on the guided path. As I watch the squirrels run up the trees, feel the breeze. See that little guy? Clear my mind. It's my mind space, right? Sometimes you need things like this. Not the hustle and bustle of city life. Small city life, you know? The environment changes, but the person inside you should never change. Right? You're a trendsetter. You're a trailblazer. You continue on your path. I breathe a moment where we have the roses, but I keep pushing forward to my destination. I let my mind do the walking. I let my thoughts do the talking. I keep moving forward. Because it is in me to do these things, to experience these things. Because when I elevate, it'll be for a purpose. Be for a purpose, and this is the purpose. Women who care. We're gonna take a quick break.